Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Last Day on Earth. Today we're talking about update 1.5.6 which just dropped for Android users. iOS users, don't fret, it will be in the store 2 to 3 days. I'm so glad I got an Android phone. It sucks that you gotta wait 2 to 3 days. I'm sorry for you guys, but it will be out soon. Update is available as well as a new part of our development blog. Let's meet the last summer weekend with new features and a renewed minigun. So we're going to be going through all the features that they have. This is a new image of the lobby that they're going to be having. So we'll get to that. We continue rebalancing and balancing and looking for the perfect role for every zombie, location, weapon, etc. We again add some changes to the alpha bunker. It's now available for completing 3 days instead of 24 hours. So if you didn't have enough time for mopping up, it's your turn. Some zombies in the bunker scattered into the rooms. So now there's significantly less enemy in the passages. This could make it easier to complete alpha bunkers, but remember the rewards aren't at the end. So the rewards are going to be in the bunkers. You might want to be going into those rooms and you're going to have to take down. That means, yeah, it could be a clear run to get to the end of a bunker. Maybe towards the end it's where it's a point where you can actually pull a coupon, and we'll get to about what coupon is in a minute. So during the week they've received messages that people say that they're making the game more difficult with every update, and they can't agree with it. The alpha bunker is simplified to the max now. I'm sorry, but the game is getting more difficult with every update, and so it should, you know. But alpha bunker is at 1 level and level 2. It should get more difficult, and whilst yes, it's going to make it more difficult for people who don't pay to play to complete those within like the 24-hour period, I think they've actually made some adaptations which may account for that and make it easier. So they've not only changed the timing and number of enemies, but also added a new floor, the lobby, which is available for everybody who enters the password. I'm so grateful for this, because if you're like me and you use the melee technique to save your weapons for getting through floors, defeating those frenzied giants, well, now when you do that, you're on floor 1 and you go back and you go click floor 0 and you're outside of the bunker. Now you'll go back to the lobby, which will hopefully be right near the elevator, and just go straight back down to level 1. So everyone can get there regardless of how powerful your device is, and also you'll be able to enter other bunker levels, but pay attention to the fact that lower floors are still available only for those players whose devices meet technical requirements. But don't get upset, because the most precious rewards, as you can see on this little conveyor belt, are relocated to the lobby as well. Instead of getting them in the final boxes, you'll now find coupons, and they will drop from zombies boxes in the bunker, in red zones, and from airdrops. So you can actually get them outside the bunker, travel to the lobby, and then collect your reward. In general, if you can enter the bunker, you can get the rewards anyway. The procedure is quite easy. Find coupons, reach a terminal, exchange them for the boxes that will be delivered on the assembly lane, as in this image right here. So as well as updates to the lobby, we also have new changes to the minigun, making it more realistic. So here's an image of the new minigun doing 22 damage now instead of, I think it was the previous 18. And they've changed it so it has time spinning up before it fires, so you got to account for that. And the cooldown, so right there you saw the cooldown happening, and so you have to make sure he's got to wait for it and then you fire. But once it does hit, it absolutely demolishes. If you're playing this, you know, if you were this guy when it's cooling down, you'd probably be moving back just to save yourself. So just some different mechanics, just to make it a little bit more realistic. I think it's just a nice touch to the game. And finally, they revealed some details about future updates. Some time ago, they received suggestions of being able to write on boxes, so you actually could figure out what was in them without, you know, once you've got, I've got like 20-25 boxes now, and I do forget sometimes. This will just make it a really nice system. They've thought the idea was nice, but they're going to add visual details, you know, the fact that you can color your boxes, and I think this is just enough. This is all you need. I think even though we don't have this in play at the moment, you all know where some boxes are. Like, I know where my wood box is, so this will just hopefully help you to you know, purple can be electronics. I'm always having difficulty finding which box that is for me. So I think it will be a really nice detail to add into the game. And finally, one more sketch preview of the radio tower. It's one of the earliest stages of the development, and we can't say when you'll see it in the game. I think it will be a while, because obviously it's gonna allow you to communicate with other people, and that's when the clans can come in. So a lot of work to do to get that in play, but this is a nice little image of what it looked like. I can imagine that's going to take a lot to build, right? A lot of materials. So survivors, they wish you to spend the last summer weekend in the most awesome way with a brand new update, and as I said before, iOS users wait 2 to 3 days before it's in the App Store. Thank you for support, and that's it really. So that's all from me. Hopefully you're excited about this update and looking forward to playing it. I definitely am. I'll be putting out some information on the specifics of the lobby because I'm about to go play it now, and hopefully get some good rewards. So if you have enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, hit subscribe to keep up to date with future information. That's all from me. See you soon.